Hello. Hello. It's like my favorite dance when I go live. I am the CEO. I used to be a boss babe, but I'm just really not a boss. I have no employees, 0 employees. I design these, I hand sew them, I create them all by myself. So I'm no boss. I am a CEO and I absolutely love what I do. I wanted to try on suits today because for the past month we've been doing bi-weekly lives. I had not planned to do a live video today because it is my daughter's 6th birthday. So she's been on this planet for 6 years. And so I'm going to pick her up today after school and we're going to hang out. So because it's her 6th birthday, I did not plan to do a live video this week. So I decided since I'm here at work, I would hop on and do my own try on. As you know, I am not in competition, shape, or prep. I have competed 3 times in Bikini NPC division competition. And NPC is the federation in a bikini competition is basically the average term that you would call it. So most of you following usually have an idea of what that is because you're following me for a reason. It's a niche and you know what I'm talking about. So I had designed this one yesterday. I had noticed up here on my wall, I didn't have this color on my wall. And I like to have the options open for when girls come in and they're either on a budget or they're like, my suit didn't work out that I ordered online from Poshmark or wherever, Etsy, Amazon, wherever you ordered your suit and it didn't work out for you or it is not fitting you. Come in and I have all these suits on the wall, but I was noticing I didn't have this color. So I designed this one yesterday and I'm actually still adding the crystals to the bottom of the suit. But back to the beginning, I said I'm not in competition shape. So that's why I'm not putting on any of the bottoms. And I usually don't wear the bottoms anyway because I feel I would have to wear underwear with them or have a liner in the bottoms because I'm not that designer. So I try on the tops. You can get the idea from the top alone. And most of the tops I'm going to try on today don't necessarily fit me because I am not in prep. So I am heavier, but it gives you the idea. So this one that I made yesterday, I decided to curve right here. So when I cut the pattern, I curved it and made this a little bit taller right here where the curve comes in. And it just kind of gives your boob a nice illusion of the teardrop. And it's just coming up where a lot of my other suits are more of a triangle. And it's a really simple fix or design that do to just cut that in and then make sure that you're actually sewing that cut in as well, that little curve. So I think it's just a little bit more flattering and it kind of just curves around the front. Bring them on camera. Do you want to go in my live video? So no, it's asking me if I want to bring you guys in my live video. Sorry. So I was talking about how I curved the top differently yesterday on this top. So this is the only top that curves specifically a little bit differently. And a lot of my tops are not like that. They're just straight triangle tops. And I will try these on as well so you can see it's just like a sharp triangle. And here I have more of a teardrop taking taking effect. So also on the crystals, I wanted to point out there's some Swarovski crystals in here, and it'll be really hard for you to tell because about 98% of my ladies cannot tell the difference between my Swarovski crystals and my Purple crystals. Swarovski has more facets, which are the cuts on the diamond or the crystal. The cuts come up to a point, and the glass crystals have less cuts up to the point. I believe Swarovski has like 2 more facets or cuts, so it has a little bit more sparkle. I'm not in good lighting here, and I actually did try and go look for a flashlight so I could show you the sparkle on this, because let me see, I don't think I don't think I can do flash on the front facing camera. Plus I have a Droid, so the quality is probably not amazing. So I wanted to get on here today to talk about this little cut that I did yesterday. And then the last couple of weeks I've done live videos and I have not been wearing suits. And because I've competed before and I'm the CEO of my business, I decided to come on and try on the suits. I'm only trying on the tops. So I also like the Facebook Live because I can repost it to Instagram, where the Instagram Live I cannot repost it for some reason. It's live and then for 24 hours you can watch it and then it's gone forever. Okay, I'm gonna try this top on. And when I try this top on, I will show you the Swarovskis. I just don't want to shove my boob into the camera. So when this one comes off, I will show you which specific stone is a Swarovski and which crystal is the Purple. So give me like 2 seconds. Hello. So this is a new color that I had just gotten in, and it's more of an emerald green. It's a lot darker. I would say it has more like gray undertones in the fabric. I will go grab the Kelly green and show you. This is the Kelly green. So you can see how this fabric is darker in color. It's covered in crystals. A little hard to see. So this one has a little bit more of a bluish gray undertone. This one is a Kelly green. So obviously these don't fit me. You get the idea. Oh, the one I just had. It's so pretty. I actually really like this color on myself. So how about that? How about that? Okay. Let's see if it will focus. One out first. I just took my nails off, so right here. This dark blue right here is a Swarovski crystal light. Anywho, this suit has these very dark sapphire crystals, are Swarovski, so I did a mix on them. And what the mix does is it allows it to have a little bit extra sparkle, but also keeps it budget friendly. So you won't have the high price of completely covered in Swarovski, but you have that feeling that you got a little bit extra sparkle. So a lot of people can't tell. I can't tell the difference on stage of the sparkle. So what I've come to the conclusion is almost like the crispness of the sparkle is like sharper and more crisp if that makes sense. Probably not. But nobody can really honestly tell when you're on stage and all those suits are up there sparkling under the lights. It's extremely hard to point it out. And maybe because I've only been doing this for 5 years, I can point it out, but I've actually never pointed them out and then after their show been like, hey, I need to make sure I'm correct, and asked them. So even though I feel like I could point it out, I actually don't know for sure. So this suit that I'm wearing does not have Swarovskis on it. It has the glass crystals, Percosa, and I did a heavier fade from the top here, and it kind of just fades down. It's not too heavy on the fade, but it is bunched up a little bit more up here. And I do have the bottoms. The bottoms, they're so pretty. And it has a 2-row hip connector, just like the 2-row top connector. The stone sizes are different. So this stone size is, I believe, a 34, and these are 18, and the stones on here are 20, and stones in here are 18. So those are sizes for stone size. The butt is completely covered. Front is completely covered, and then there's a little bit of a lighter coverage on the top. And I wish I had a flashlight. I tried finding a flashlight so I could show you this sparkle. Let me see. Ooh, I could add those sparkles. I'm gonna try this one on next. This is a blue. So I did do this teal. This is a teal hologram. And this one's a Mystique, but it's actually a purple blue. So what that is it's purple fabric. Purple fabric. And then blue Mystique is printed on it, which is the holographic color. So I am going to put this one on. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. So I will be right back. Oh my gosh, I don't have a mirror. I went over there and tried it on. Okay. Beautiful color. What do you guys think of this color? So this is the Purple Mystique. I call it, I think, the Royal Purple. So it's between a blue and a purple, Royal Purple Mystique. The Mystique does not have the big chunks. So this fabric has big chunks of hologram. And this one has small little dots. So that's the difference between the Mystique and the hologram. I also carry sequins. Sequins aren't as popular, but sequins give a little bit of extra sparkle too, which is also nice for budget. You can get the sequin material and add less crystals, and you're still going to get that sparkle. This one has a 3-row drape chain on the hip. Whoa. So 3-row never looked great on me. I have big hips anyway, as you can tell. I've got big hips. So the illusion of the curve on these drapes definitely draws more attention, and then it's the illusion of more curves. I don't want more curves. So I usually steer people with that are hippier away from those. If you're more boxy or square framed, those would be awesome. And then you ride them a little bit higher up here. I don't have a waist, but you'd ride it a little bit higher up on your waist. And these crystals as well are a glass Swarovski crystal. And there is quite a few mixed colors in this crystal. I can see from here there's a crystal AB, a sapphire, an aqua, into crystal clear. So, you see. Oh, a light sapphire, not a dark sapphire, a light sapphire. You could see the dark sapphire, and here's the dark blue. Ba, ba, ba. And this is the next one, is the Purple Mystique. So same fabric type as the one I have on. This one was actually the same color as my my third competition I ever competed in was in this color. And I forget the actual name I have on the website for it. I apologize. But, let me see if I get a good, oh yeah, and the connectors I have on here are the 3-row connectors for the top and the X. The X. So, I'm going to go try this one on. All right. So, hello everybody. So, this color, like I said, if you're just joining, this color I competed in my third fitness competition. My absolute favorite color to date. My first competition was in a silver gunmetal, and I got bad feedback from the judges. And these twist connectors are not for big chested women. I actually will tell my clients too that they're not favorited. They twist for one, and when you put too much tension on them, that's just what happens, is they tend to twist. And obviously the top is probably a little small for me anyway. So that's what they do, which also puts a lot of pressure on that connector and can eventually strain and break the connector, and we don't want that either. And they're only twisted one way. So they make the connector only one way. So the way it sits on this one is going to sit differently on this one because it's made the exact same way. So the twist, what I mean is the braid goes the same way. So also when it lays on the hip, well, this one doesn't have the braid on the hip, but when you lay the braid on the hip, one twists like out and one twists in. And the one that twists in actually looks good because it's twisting into your skin, where the one that twists out doesn't. So I try to steer away from the braid ones unless it works with your body really well and it fits without this gap right here because of the larger chest. You saw in the last one, it actually laid really nice and flat on my collarbone because it was a 3-row connector. I think I left it over there, but this one has the 3-row. So you can see that one lays so much better on my collarbone. So again, these tops are not made for me. I will cut them and sew them to fit you. And if you had started this video with me, I'm not in competition prep whatsoever. I just wanted to try them on today for you since the last few weeks have been actual fitness models. And today is my daughter's 6th birthday, so I actually wasn't coming in today, and I decided to pop in, and I was like, why don't I try on suits for my followers? So here I am. And this particular suit is the Purple Mystique, and then it has only Crystal AB crystals on it. Crystal AB, oh, actually, yeah, I guess the top has Crystal AB. The bottom actually has a combination of, looks like rose and Crystal AB. If you could see that. And also all these suits that I'm trying on are discounted because I've made them in advance and they don't need any alterations other than the hips. I take in the hips with these tabs right here on the back, and that can move the hips in and out. I usually never take in the top after it's made, especially with crystals, because I cannot sew over the crystals, especially the glass crystals. Too many needles have gone in my eyes, so I will not do that. These again have the 3-row hips. This is a larger stone, so this is the 34 size stone. Compared, let's see. Right. This one has the smaller stones. Larger stones and smaller stones down here. And this one does drape a little bit more. That is not because of the stone size, that's just the way the connector was made and the type. So this one has the 3, it's connected by the square over here, which can also match the center. So it's a 3x3 crystal square, where this one down here is not connected by the 3. It's just dangly all the way to the end. Let me back up, sorry. Was quite close up in ya. So I also just started doing this. I always line my suits, but I actually just recently started lining the bung hole, the butt part. It gives it such a nicer quality, and when you add that many crystals to the back and then also sew on your scrunch, it's a lot of, not pressure, a lot of force on one layer of fabric. And sometimes I've seen it can tend to rip because I scrunch this so tight that the material just doesn't like it. And then when you go to put it on your butt and then you stretch it out and pick it and pull it and tug it, it tends to rip a little bit where that elastic for the scrunch butt was sewn. So adding a second layer to the butt, like I always do to the front, I think is going to make the quality just that much more better. And not only that, but cuter. You get cupcakes all the way around, rather than just in your crotch. I usually use my logo. I wonder if, so yeah, this one has my logo in it. For the, what am I saying? Liner. It has my logo for the liner. And the butt did not. So just the quality is just a little bit better. So that is something I started doing and I actually really like it. Let me know what you think. And let me know also, you guys like the logo liner, or would you rather have cupcakes and donuts inside? I like the logo liner personally, as it's my brand. Then I don't have to add a tag. A tag, oh, I got an itch. A tag is like one more step in my assembly line process to add a tag. And then a lot of girls can just cut those tags out if they don't want them, which is fine. But if you're going to resell your suit or rent it out, it doesn't do me any good when you cut my tag out. So by having the liner, my logo, it definitely helps me. But I could add donuts or cupcakes with my logo, or I could take a donut pattern like this or a cupcake pattern and add my logo in here and give you guys literally the best of all worlds. Okay? The only thing it's not going to do is literally pop out a cupcake. I'm sorry. I can't do that. I'm going to try one last suit because this video cannot be longer than 10 minutes. I'm over 10 minutes for Instagram. So when I repost it to Instagram, it's going to yell at me and say I need to shorten my video. So this is my last suit I'm going to try on for you ladies today. So I did do a green one originally. I did a blue one. I did 2 blue ones. I did this purple one. This green material I actually do not carry anymore. It is a velvet green. And it is quite fancy, actually. If I could get this tied. Give me a second. Okay, this top actually fits me quite nicely. It needs some adjusting. This could probably be tighter, all that junk. So this top as well has this cool little curve right here. If you were in the beginning of the video, I talked about Oh my gosh, if I were to drop my top right now. In the beginning, I talked about a new pattern that I had started to cut the tops with. And this one right here. It just has more of a teardrop, so it curves like right here. The triangle curves right here and it comes out. And it just gives a little bit more, it's very flattering, just more curve right here to the neckline and also over here. And it just kind of hugs your boob a little bit more. This one has quite a few. It has olivine in it. I know that. Let's see where those, oh. Olivine, emerald, peridot, and a blue zircon crystal inside of this color. Amazing. So pretty. I like this one. It fits so well, actually. So pretty. So this one is also available. All of these are available in stock to purchase. I'll be right back. These are all the ones I tried on. Ba-boo, blue, and green. So let me just not show all my goods. So I tried on the green, the blue, purple, another blue, and a green. So all available in stock to purchase, or come get your suit custom made, because I love custom creations. But you know what I love more is just helping you ladies out and helping you guys find the perfect suit for your competition that you've worked so hard for. Remember, again, I've been there. So don't doubt me when, like, I know what's going to look best. I also know I was not always this happy on top. I was an A cup my whole life, and when I competed too. So I had tried a few different things when I had competed, and I did try to go smaller in the cup size to make my boobs look bigger, like as if there was more skin or something. And it looked horrible. I was not proportioned at all, and my butt took over, which it normally does. But now I feel I'm a lot more proportioned. Between fried chicken and ice cream, I'm so much more proportioned. But back then, they always told me that my top half was way too small and my bottom half was way too big, and I had to find a happy medium. So I like to give an illusion of a larger chest when you don't have it. And I know a lot of girls feel more like a little uncomfortable because they're just like, oh my God, like what do I stuff in there? What do I put in there? They just look so big. It doesn't look natural. It looks like I'm trying too hard. But believe me, like I've never seen them dock any girl for big boobs. Never. But your butt's too big, and it's definitely bigger than your boobs, they will dock you. So just so you know, I know that. I've been there, I've done it. And choose me to be your suit designer. Thank you. Happy beautiful Wednesday. I will see y'all later. If you have questions, drop them below. Smash that heart button and share the video, because I thank you guys and I love you guys. And the more you share it, the more I'll do these videos, which just means that you guys like seeing me. So, hey.